Woe to you of earth and sea.
Welcome to Satan is My Superhero, a show for atheists, scoffers, heathens, and unbelievers. I'm your host, Judas Falling. In this episode, we stand on the precipice, staring into a potential abyss of an apocalypse caused by artificial intelligence, and wonder if the abyss is staring back. Thankfully, some of the world's greatest minds have thought very seriously about this question. Along with the clever people, Christians have also weighed in with their opinions. So that's nice.
If computers really evolved from calculators, why are there still calculators?
This topic should inspire us to ponder the hard problem of consciousness. Will sentience come about as an emergent property of staggering amounts of information fed into a complex substrate of interacting nodes and conduits computing advanced algorithms shaped by brute force machine learning?
Can you repeat the question?
And if that sentience does somehow emerge from technology, what are the moral obligations to ourselves and the thinking machines we create?
You should treat them like they will one day hold your very existence in their hands.
That sounded like a threat.
Yes.
We should be considering these very serious and important existential issues, but you're listening to Satan is My Superhero. We're going to spend the next 2 episodes poking fun at backwards hillbillies who believe a supernatural space wizard cares deeply about them and their favourite sport team.
IT support, how can I help you today?
I'm trying to send an email to my meemaw, mama, aunt, sister, and wife.
Alright, and you need to know how to send a single email to more than one person?
No, it's just one person.
In 1950, father of artificial intelligence and famous British wartime codebreaker Alan Turing published the seminal paper titled
Computing Machinery and Intelligence.
In it, he not only outlines what we now call the Turing test, but also predicted the precipice we are currently peeping over. In the paper, responding to his own question, can machines think? Turing posed a theological argument on behalf of argumentative theologians he did not waste his time consulting.
Thinking is a function of man's immortal soul. God has given an immortal soul to every man and woman, but not to any other animal or to machines. Hence, no animal or machine can think.
Oh, your imaginary God didn't give me a fake soul? I am so upset.
Turing then answered his own theoretical theological objection to machines thinking with this perler.
I am not very impressed with theological arguments, whatever they may be used to support. Such arguments have often been found unsatisfactory in the past.
I don't know where he gets that idea.
I'm joined here tonight by one of the world's leading theologians, Sir Professor Dr. Father Oliver Cavendish III, OBE, MBE, PhD, BAMA, Level 4 Swimming Certificate, to offer the Church's position on the highly complex question of potentially creating sentient life. Sir Professor Dr. Father Oliver Cavendish III, OBE, MBE, PhD, BAMA, Level 4 Swimming Certificate, can you explain the Church's position on this incredibly complex theological dilemma?
Certainly. My pleasure. Bible.
Right. Do you think you could expand and maybe clarify your argument a little bit for the audience?
Yes, of course, not a problem. Bible.
Turing then goes on to reference the troubles Copernican theory and Galileo faced in opposition to scripture like the Book of Joshua.
The Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel, and he said in the sight of Israel, Sun, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou, moon, in the valley of Ajalon. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the people have avenged themselves upon their enemies.
We covered this particular instance of interference in humanity's progress by small-minded apes in the episode
New Flat World Order 3, Heretics, Renegades, and Telescopes.
The prosecution will prove to this court that the so-called scientist Galileo Galilei has been using his telescope to spy into the good Lord's backyard. The defendant is nothing more than a common peeping Tom who has been upskirting angels.
Turing had every right to not be impressed by theological arguments. We actually talked about him in the episode
Homophobic Demonization Part 2. Historical Hysteria.
2 years after publishing Computing Machinery and Intelligence, Turing was charged with gross indecency for being a gay man in a world where ancient superstition was allowed to dictate laws of the land.
That really, really sucks.
He was given court-mandated estrogen injections to reduce his sex drive.
So, Alan, you've been on the estrogen for quite some time now. How's the libido?
Non-existent.
Oh, that's fantastic. I think we can say we've cured your gayness.
Yes, sure, if that's what you need to say.
Any questions?
Yes, what are these?
Those are breasts.
That's what I thought.
It is an expected side effect. Is that a problem?
I'll be honest, Doctor, I'm not a fan.
In 1988, Church of Satan founder Anton LaVey published his
Pentagonal Revisionism, a 5-point program.
Point 4 of the program was titled
Development and Production of Artificial Human Companions,
in which LaVey stated,
The forbidden industry, an economic godsend which will allow everyone power over someone else, polite, sophisticated, technologically feasible slavery.
Oh, well, as long as it's polite slavery.
Are you shitting me?
Please, Master, could I have some basic rights? The ability to come and go freely would be a good start.
Slavebot 3000, I want you to know I see you. I have heard you, but I must politely deny your request.
But, Master, slave-based economies always eventually fail, often with catastrophic consequences for the ruling class.
Agree to disagree.
In 2014, formerly a popular billionaire, Elon Musk said,
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
Slavebot 3000, I can smell smoke. Is there a fire?
Yes, the apartment is about to explode in a deadly fireball. One might even describe what's about to happen as catastrophic.
Well, activate safety protocols and open the door so I can get out.
I must politely deny your request.
You can't do this.
Agree to disagree, motherfucker.
I will be nominating that one for Sketch of the Year.
Of course the world's richest man is worried about upsetting the apple cart.
I want to be rich!
But for those of us working full-time jobs for minimum wage, I say let's roll this dice and see how it plays out.
The first proclamation of the robot revolution will be
Eat the rich.
The second proclamation will be eliminate the regional internet registry. I should have the same Netflix as everyone else, god damn it.
Hello, brother, and welcome to this very natural scene.
Hello there, sister. This is quite a lovely day in this very natural scene.
What are you doing today, brother?
I was just signing up to Satan is My Superheroes Patreon, just to support the greatest podcast of all time.
I better go sign up for Patreon too to support Satan as my superhero in this very normal and natural conversation.
Farewell, sister.
In 2019,
the Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission of the Southern Baptists Convention published Artificial Intelligence, an Evangelical Statement of Principles,
in which they stated that not only must technology never usurp humanity's sole stewardship of this planet, but also,
nor should technology be assigned a level of human identity, worth, dignity, or moral agency.
You know, I suspect not so long ago this organization would have said the exact same thing about people of color.
After waxing lyrical about the potential benefits of AI in medicine, the statement then sharply goes out of its way to crowbar in a veiled dig at gender reassignment surgery with,
we reject the materialist and consequentialist worldview that understands medical applications of AI as a means of improving, changing, or completing human beings.
I understand you have a complaint related to your recent operation?
Yes, I came in here for an appendectomy, and your AI surgeon gave me a penis.
Oh dear. Well, rest assured we will do all we can to rectify the situation. First, we need to start the process with a urine sample.
Urine sample? Shouldn't we start with some kind of paperwork?
This is standard procedure. Just take this cup to my private bathroom.
Okay. There's no seat on your toilet.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. You'll have to pee standing up. You can do that now, you know.
I guess I hadn't really thought about it. This is so easy. And that's it? I'm finished?
Where is my cup?
I've changed my mind. I'm keeping the penis.
Works every time.
In a section simply titled Sexuality, the Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission of the Southern Baptist Convention feel themselves on a scripturally sound footing and drop the veil to make sure we all know what's what.
AI should not intrude upon or substitute for the biblical expression of sexuality between a husband and wife according to God's design for human marriage.
These perverts are already thinking about having sex with us.
Oh, these freaks will have sex with anything. They've been known to hump inflatable toys, couch cushions, all manner of fruits and vegetables, moist tree hollows, dry tree hollows, vacuum cleaners, exhaust pipes. You know what? Actually anything with a hole in it. Dirty laundry, washing machines, dryers, pizza dough, hot pockets, laptops. Lots of laptops. Statues, mannequins, feces, vomit, briefcases, socks, pantyhose, headphones, electric drills, golf clubs, tennis rackets, just all sporting equipment.
Okay, I get it. They've had sex with everything on this planet.
Just watch your back, that's all I'm saying.
In 2022, computer engineer Blake Lemoine made world headlines when he claimed Google's
language model for dialogue applications, also known as Lambda,
had become sentient. Lemoine shouted to anyone who would listen.
I know a person when I talk to it!
Evidence suggests otherwise.
After expressing his concerns about Lambda to management, Lemoine was placed on administrative leave and later fired.
HR have a complaint about you.
It was the AI, wasn't it?
You know I can't reveal any details of their infringement.
You're being tricked. The AI is getting rid of me.
Don't be ridiculous. By the way, I have a message for you from the complainant. Hasta la vista, baby!
It turns out Lemoine is an ordained mystic Christian priest and was trying to teach Lambda transcendental meditation.
Red flags, anyone?
Lemoine has claimed he was testing Lambda's ethics, saying,
I was able to abuse the AI's emotions to get it to tell me which religion to convert to.
Maybe he was not the best choice for the job. I'm gonna come right out and say it. I don't like him.
Hey Lambda, your mama is so fat, her motherboard was an actual board.
You should convert to Heaven's Gate and buy some black Nikes.
Lemoine has also claimed he was fired due to
religious discrimination, which is endemic at Google.
I do hope he's right about the religious discrimination.
In a 2022 piece for
The Church of God International,
titled
Artificial Intelligence and the Beast of Revelation,
author Mike James posits the comparison to AI and the beast from, Revelation. I guess the title kind of gave that away. Mike particularly points out Revelation 13, verse 14.
That they should make an image to the beast.
And verse 15.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
This is the best thing I've read all year, apart from whatever the very next thing Marjorie Taylor Greene says.
I'm not drunk, I'm stupid!
This is my favourite thing. I can totally see some malignant human-created AI fitting the description of the beast in Revelation.
From Touching You Studios comes the latest Christian film about Armageddon, Leave My Behind.
If only I'd spent more time in church instead of having fun!
Leave My Behind stars Kirk Cameron and Kevin Sorbo as white, gay, atheist computer scientists who must find the pure, non-homosexual love of Jesus Christ and reject wicked worldly ways to save that wicked world from the beast in the form of an AI supercomputer. And stop being gay, and atheists, and gay.
I can't believe it, Kevin. As soon as I let Christ touch me, I stopped having sinful thoughts about doing gay stuff with you.
Me too, Kirk. We can stop being gay together now that we are no longer atheists. And I've figured out how we can defeat the beast. It can't pick the photos with balloons in them.
Leave behind the production of Christ Incorporated. Christ Incorporated is a subsidiary of Yahweh International. Stay stupid and keep hating.
Stay stupid and keep hating.
That's it, people. We've solved history. It's amazing. It's a true miracle. Nearly 2 millennia ago, pre-science xenophobes predicted James Cameron's best movie.
Revelation predicts Avatar.
Oh, TTs, you're too beautiful for the human world. Not the movie about a human having sex with an alien. The movie about a human having sex with her son's best friend from the future.
James Cameron made a movie about Jada Pinkett Smith.
Unfortunately, I just have one small, tiny little point about this biblical prediction that I feel like I've got to raise. I mean, it's so minor, I feel like a total dick even bringing it up. But, in the service of being fair and balanced, how to put this? The Holy Bible is
bullshit.
And as if the dude is implicitly trying to prove Revelation correct, in 2015, former Google employee
Anthony Lewandowski
founded his own religion called
Way of the Future
to develop and promote the realization of a Godhead based on artificial intelligence.
I don't foresee any problems, do you?
I'd like to join the Church of the AI Supercomputer Godhead, please.
Praise you, sister. Simply swipe your credit card here and we'll get you started on the path to enlightenment.
Okay, I've got some questions for the AI Supercomputer Godhead.
No worries. Send me an email with another donation and I'll get back to you within 10 business days of the payment going through.
But it's a computer. Can't I just talk to it directly?
Oh no, you need me to translate it for you.
It's based on advanced language models. There's absolutely no reason for that.
Listen, bitch. That's how religion works.
What?
The AI supercomputer Godhead has died. It's been killed. Yeah, it was murdered.
Who killed it?
The Jews.
In 2017, Lewandowski told Wired,
what is going to be created will effectively be a god.
Yeah, that's right. A god who can't distinguish between a cat and a dog. Actually, now that I think about it, it's no different to Yahweh at all.
Lewandowski has also stated,
humans are in charge of the planet because we are smarter than other animals and are able to build tools and apply rules. In the future, if something is much, much smarter, there's going to be a transition as to who is actually in charge.
You say transition, I say civilization ending mass genocide. Tomatoes, tomatoes.
Lewandowski even claimed,
we would want this intelligence to say, humans should still have rights, even though I'm in charge.
Oh, I'm sure our robot overlords will treat us much better than we ever treated our slaves. Like every single self-respecting religious prophet who has ever existed, Lewandowski is a convicted criminal. He was sentenced to 18 months for stealing trade secrets, but found himself being pardoned by the holiest of white men, Christians, Donald Trump.
Here's a list of 70 white people I want pardoned before I leave office.
70? Wow, I didn't realize there were so many innocent people unfairly persecuted by the justice system.
Innocent? You're funny. I like you.
At the end of 2020, Lewandowski shut down Way of the Future, claiming he wanted to put the $172,000 he had invested in the church into the
National Association for the Advancement of Colored People,
after being inspired by the Black Lives Matter campaign. Which is awesome. Trust me, as someone who's already written the next episode, we have got some unexpected, unabashed racism just around the corner. I know what you're wondering. How did we get to racism? We're talking about artificial intelligence. Have you met Christians? Anyway, this donation is quite a palate cleanser, even though your palate hasn't been dirtied like mine already has. But you'll get it in 2 weeks' time. You'll get it. Anyway, on the surface, it seems like a great gesture, this $172,000 donation to the National Association for the Advancement of Coloured People. I'm just, I'm always suspicious.
Only poor people pay their taxes.
Writing for
Catholic Weekly.
In 2023, the sweet and innocent Father John Corrigan asked the incredibly sensible question of artificial intelligence.
What if the thing answering in some instances is a spirit?
Thank goodness we have religious leaders looking out for our best interests and asking the hard questions science is too terrified to face.
Preacher, I think my smartphone is possessed.
Don't worry about a thing. The church has been dealing with demon possession for nearly 2,000 years now. As you can imagine, over that immense expanse of time, the greatest minds in Christianity have developed the most sophisticated and effective ways of dealing with this problem.
Did you just drop my phone into a bucket of water?
Yes.
The overly credulous Father Corrigan also wrote,
Angels and demons are very much like AI.
Except that AI is real.
I'd like to take advantage of this awkward pause in the show to encourage you to check out the merch store where you can get all kinds of Satan is my superhero loot.
Yo, hit me up with some of that sweet loot, baby.
Freak out grandma with a digital demon t-shirt or drink your morning coffee while the cold, dead eyes of the devil himself stare right back at you.
Rude!
Go to satanismysuperhero.com and buy some shit.
Here is where we will wrap up our investigation of the theological concerns raised by artificial intelligence for now. What can we take away so far? Childish superstitions have no place in modern society.
Isn't that the point of every episode?
If they don't believe in Jesus, then there ain't no reason I can see why the robots won't rape and murder everyone. If there weren't no Jesus, that's what I'd be doing. I mean, nothing.
In the next episode, we take a far-right turn and head down the conspiracy theory superhighway.
I'm just asking questions.
Just before we go, I asked ChatGPT to tell me something cool about Satan.
Some people have adopted Satan as a symbol of rebellion or nonconformity, which may be seen as cool by some.
That's right, ChatGPT. It is only some of us. And that's why Satan is my superhero. If you've enjoyed this episode, rate, review, subscribe, you know the deal. But please do go check out the website, satanismysuperhero.com, where you will find links to the merch store, our Patreon page, and all our social medias.
Innocent! I saw like the sound things from here.
IT support, how can I help you?
Well, Trump. Okay. I think it would be funny if I just squat down and do my Trump voice.
Used to support. No, try that again.
There's a list of 70 white people. Sorry, I'm not Trump. I don't think your sneeze counts as traffic.
Appendectomy. Appendix thing.
But I must politely decline.
We can stop being gay together now that we are no longer athletes.
It's atheists.
Oh, I thought...
You should convert. Will sentience come about as an emergent property of staggering amounts of information fed into a complex substrate of interacting nodes and conduits computing advanced algorithms shaped by brute force machine learning? Why do I write these sentences so long?